Well, I got the car, guys. About to show you. Oh man, it was a pain to actually like do the registration and all that stuff on it, but finally it's all done. It's got brand new battery, and then a few other things that are new. Tires are in good shape, pretty new, pretty awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna start working on this machine. Gonna open the hood. All right, this is the initial look. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replace this starter motor. I'm gonna disconnect the battery first. All right, and then we're gonna change the starter as a preventive maintenance. And this starter is original Toyota Denso. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just gonna have it on the shelf as a spare part. But I have a brand new one for this amazing machine. And in the meantime, we drove this thing quite a bit today. And let's look at the oil. Oil level is still good. That's cool. Full. That's awesome. Look at that brake fluid. It's nasty. Definitely gonna have to do something about that brake fluid. Super horrible shape. That's crazy. Look what I just noticed. This starter is not even mounted all the way. How can you trust people working on your cars? Wow. That is crazy. I disconnected the cranking signal wire, and now I'm just undoing this cable. And then I'm gonna undo the two mounting bolts. They're practically undone because they're loose. And I noticed this cable is broken right here. That's why probably my check engine light is on. One bolt. Here's the second one. About to take that out. Wiggle, wiggle. There it is. It's a perfectly good starter. But good thing that I'm checking all these things. As you saw, the bolts were loose in there. So that's a bad thing. You don't want that. So here's the original one. And here's the new one right here. This is actually a Bosch unit. I think the label just came off somehow when I was shipping it with me, but yeah, it's all brand new, nice, brand new condition. Before I install that starter, I want to clean the area a little bit, make it a little better, nicer. And I'm gonna put some grease on the splines. on the gear of the starter actually, and the shaft. All right, guys. By the way, if someone doesn't know, it's like 2 a.m. past 2 a.m. right now, and I put grease on the splines and also on the shaft. I basically slid this thing out, and I put grease on that shaft as well, and the gear ready for reinstall. There's the starter. Now wiggle this in. There it is. Sweet. Now we're gonna install bolts. Like, I just don't understand how you can forget to tighten the starter bolts. I don't think they just came loose. I just probably forgot to tighten them with the tool. And this is why I don't trust to anyone working on my cars, even some mechanics. You guys know how much I love detailing, so I already started cleaning all of this stuff. I just love seeing when stuff looks really nice, shiny and brand new, stuff like that. So I'm gonna just do it slowly here and there. But yeah, look at that nice shiny starter. Still have to connect this cable, but yeah, we're gonna continue working on this amazing machine. These are still amazing cars, actually. So many miles that they have. They just keep on going. Okay, also ended up wrapping these loose wires everywhere here in tape, just to kind of organize everything a little bit better. And then this clip is broken, so I just put the zip tie in here for now. This is for the O2 sensor wiring, and then this is for this sensor right here. I'll have to fix this wire. So I noticed this alternator bolt was also loose, so I just tightened this up right now. It's just kind of crazy, like all this stuff. I don't know what's happening, but that's not good. I need to check more bolts, see whatever else could be loose. I think these were replaced at some point. Struts. Trying to clean off these stickers, numbers, whatever. Gotta be really careful not to scratch the windshield. There we go, like that, kind of. And whatever is left over, I'll have to just clean it off. There we go. Pain. Bit of a pain. Alright, battery is reconnected. New starter. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll try to start this machine. Cold start. What an amazing machine. Brand new starter, all good. Preventive maintenance, guys. That's the key. Oh God, one of these got disconnected. There's an issue with the lights, the license plate lights. Let's see. Oh, cluster is working, the illumination looks like. Okay. Let's look at the headlights. Headlights are working. But I had a problem with the left turn signal. Left turn signal doesn't work. Left front. So the aft one works. There's an issue with it. Or maybe it's actually this guy, probably. Yeah, this guy doesn't work. I have to replace that bulb. Probably maybe even this housing too. Okay, it's the engine running. Brand new starter. Wrapped up some stuff. Started cleaning some of the things as well. This area, check out, it's so nasty. When I started cleaning that, it's gonna look really nice. So once I'm done. What's crazy is AC is also working on this car. That's the crazy part. Yeah, cooling fans. So gotta get to the license plate bulbs. I'm gonna take this trim off. Clips, and I'm gonna clean this trim at the same time when I take it off. Yep, my steering rack is completely pretty much messed up. There's no boots on both sides. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. You've ever changed sway bar links with the tire on? Sway bar link is out right here. I don't think it was bad, but I'm just doing preventive maintenance. Oh, this one had a cracked boot right here. Getting tired. I'm gonna install this brand new one. It's a lot beefier actually. It comes with grease fittings too, so that's nice. I was wrong. This one was bad actually. One of them. Check out display. The only sad part is it has play. The only sad part is this one. These don't fit because the hole is too small, sadly. So I don't know how they sold me these, but I'm gonna have to do something about that. Get different ones probably. Okay, I'm gonna be taking these clips off to get to the license plate bulbs. This one removed. Can get the license plate stuff, and I'm gonna clean up this area as well. Lube up the mechanism there. There's that one. And then the other one also, let's see. Untwist. Yeah, they're all pretty bad. I'm gonna change them. Just wanna clean it, make it nice. Okay, it's looking a lot nicer now. Now, what I wanna do is I wanna take off these license plate bulb housings. Probably gonna have to take this chrome piece off because they're so nasty, as you can see. Super nasty, so I need to take them off. Okay, there's this assembly. All good. These are the license plate housings. Just gonna squeeze and push out each one of them. This is how nasty they look, full of sand. All right guys, just another day. I got this panel cleaned up really nicely. It used to be in a really horrible shape. So much dirt came out of it. And I also did the license plates as well. Cleaned them up like this. Okay, I also got new bulbs I'm gonna install in here. A little bit of corrosion in there. I want to clean that. Cool. Now we can install this back. Yeah guys, so this is the interior and it has this cover right here. I don't like it at all, so I'm gonna take it off and then I'm gonna start doing interior cleanup one of these days. Today I'm gonna just, I kind of started cleaning this steering wheel in a few spots, like this area I cleaned up. It looks really nice comparing to this dirty area. Okay, so I just took off that dash mat. I don't know who thought it was going to be a good idea to make a carpet or dash mat out of this random carpet that's just falling apart right here, as you can see. We're going to use that as a mat for us working on cars. All right, got my tools. New control arm. Today this morning I'm going to be trying to do just one of them, front right. But take a look at this. So I'm still cleaning this side of the trunk, but this one is really nice looking right now after I cleaned it up. All right guys, so I got all the tools and everything ready. Don't forget to make sure that you have a jack stand, and there's my jack, and there's another jack stand in here for right now, so we're going to be using that. And then I have to loosen the wheel, so we're gonna cut this zip tie. Wow, that's crazy, they didn't even bother to cut the end of the zip tie off. Okay, I'm gonna carefully take that off like that. Oh, at least all the lug nuts are there. That's nice. It looks like 21. I also have a parking brake on. Transmission is in park. Okay, so now this wheel is off the ground. Put this cinder block in there. And then maybe this piece of wood on top. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Awesome. So now I'm gonna take off the lug nuts, and at the same time I'm gonna move this wheel to the back. We're gonna do the tire rotation. Now we can inspect other things at the same time too. This tire's in pretty good shape too. I'm gonna put the tire in the back. Unfortunately, I only have one jack for now, so I'm gonna start lowering this jack. And then that way I can bring it to the back and lift up that side, that wheel. This one has a lot more tread, so we are gonna switch it with that one. Also check the suspension here and like play for the wheel in the wheel. There's a little bit slight amount of play. I'm pretty sure it's the wheel bearing, but it's just super small amount of play, so I'm not worried about it right now. Cool. This brakes look pretty fresh actually. That's nice. Brake hose. Okay, so this control arm, I mean, the bushings are a little tired here, so I might need to do them, but the brakes are perfect. Brakes are good. Plenty of life left. The swiper links seem to be a little bit, the bushings are cracked a little, but I don't feel like I tried testing, but maybe there's a little bit of noise coming from them, but not a big deal. So now let's go ahead and install this wheel back. The one that was in the front is gonna go to the back now. You can see the problem with the steering rack and all that too. The CV axle boots are still okay. Brakes are still good. So that's good. We're gonna start working on this control arm, guys. The bushings are gone right there, look at that. Before you do anything, guys, make sure that this brand new control arm is the same length and it's gonna fit the same way comparing to the old one. So I'm working on removing my lower control arm and this ball joint. I removed the cotter pin. As soon as I removed the cotter pin, look what I noticed. This nut isn't even tightened fully. Like, what the heck? Okay, so I had to put a jack under this ball joint because it was spinning, so now it's not spinning anymore together. So gotta love working on cars at night in the sand, where all your tools get saturated in the sand. And yeah, just a lot of fun, guys. But I disconnected the sway bar right there. I had to get better access to that bolt for the lower control arm. It's almost out. Okay, so the ball joint is out. It's actually in a really horrible shape. They're splaying it. Now, this control arm, it's almost out, but that bolt is being really stiff. For some reason, it's strange. So I'm just working it carefully. Oh boy, this bolt is super tight, coming out super tight. That one was all easy, this one is super tight. So I don't know, probably someone stripped this bolt or whatever when they installed this control arm last, I'm not sure, but yeah, this is not fun. Finally got this bolt out, and someone definitely stripped this bolt previously. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have a lot of choices now, but this control arm can be removed now. thin bushing. Well, there's a huge fiasco. These control arms are different. Slightly, but they're different. Oh, so that's not good. So this is the street where there's a lot of different shops and stores for tools and parts. So I'm gonna be looking for stuff around here. It's cute.
You fix your own.
Well guys, I'm heading home. I'm really tired. It was a long day. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm super tired. I spent about an hour and a half walking around over there, all the different shops and stores, and I'm heading back right now in the bus. So I got a bunch of car parts with me. I still need to find the steering rack. One of them I found. It's a used one, good used one. The guy wants like around $100 for it. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to search some more. I can buy a new one, but it's probably gonna be Chinese for like, I think $200. So I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of adventures going on today. I'm pretty tired actually. Here I am, just waiting inside the bus. Okay guys, another day, another project. So I'm done cleaning this, trim piece. I'm gonna be putting it back on this side, and also the other one on this side. Okay, next side cleaned up. Alright guys, I finally got the correct control arm. Ended up just getting a new control arm as an assembly instead of doing the bushings. I'm gonna install it right now. Time is 3 a.m. in the morning. Alright guys, let's take a look. Everything here, we're gonna clean up some more of this area, and then we're gonna start working on the reinstalling this control arm. Also got some grease with me I'm gonna be using. I lubed up this bolt with grease, and then I'm gonna install that first and then slide the control arm inwards. Okay, now we're putting the ball joint on. Okay guys, I finished everything. I'm not gonna touch the sway bar right now because I need to deal with the steering rack. But as of right now guys, everything is good to go here. Ball joint is all tightened up. And I put silicone paste on the boots. This one and also those bushings right there. And then yeah, everything else is awesome, good to go. The only thing is I didn't put the cotter pin in there because there's basically almost no point putting the cotter pin in because that hole is like on top of the actual castle right here, so it's okay. But I tightened it really good. It's not gonna come loose, none of that. So this is really awesome. Also, these struts, they've been replaced at some point. They're actually made in Japan. There's somewhere it says right here, made in Japan. Okay guys, I'm done for tonight cleaning up my tools and gonna come back another day. All right, done for tonight. Going home. The time is 4 a.m. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave your comments. I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is a quick video about 2002 to 2006 Toyota Camry front lower control arms. So they are different. This is a lower control arm for inline 4 Toyota Camry, and then this one is for V6 Toyota Camry 2002 to 2006. A lot of websites out there say that they are both the same for inline 4 and V6, but in my case, what I came up with is I found out actually that they're different, and this is out of V6 and the bottom one is out of inline 4. As you can see, these, first of all, these ears are a little different. The inline 4 are bigger ears, and then look at this, the distance. The ones the V6 lower control arms are a lot longer, a little longer than the inline 4s. So this steering wheel cover, I mean, it's not in the horrible shape, but I don't like it. I want to take this off. I might actually put a different steering wheel cover on this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking it off. Now look at that condition. Yeah, it's pretty bad, I agree. What do you want? It's probably over 500,000 miles on this car. But yeah, I'm gonna install a different one, and then before installation I'm gonna clean this up. Start removing this cushion to replace the fuel pump. Got all my tools ready, my jack stand, new control arm will be installing, and tools. People say, oh, I have no tools, I don't have a garage to work on, but as you can see, this is where I'm doing it all, just in the parking lot with the, you know, sand all over the place. So I don't think anyone should be giving any excuses as far as I don't have a place to work on the car. So I'm gonna do the tire rotation on it at the same time. Lift it up this wheel. I don't know, it feels like there is some play, but the brakes are good on this. Like I said, the brakes were done, all 4 of them, so that's good. I'm just gonna do the tire rotation. These better tread tires are gonna go to the front, those are gonna go to the back. Let's see. Let's look at all this. Brakes look fresh. Good condition. I think that's what's making the noise. So I might have to replace this in the future. Maybe this one too. Sweeper bushings, I think, are also kind of not bad. There's a huge opening right there, so. All right, guys, this wheel is done. I just put it back together for now. So I just did the tire rotation, and now we're gonna go to the front and focus on the front. There's a lot of work we gotta do up front. Let me show you. So we got this lower control arm completely trashed. Bushing is out. These polyurethane bushings looks like, I don't know how well they work, but we have this major leak from the steering rack right there. As you can see, both sides of these inner tie rod boots have been missing for a while, so I'm definitely gonna need to replace this thing. Yeah. So let's get started on this. I'm gonna start by cleaning all this area up because I want to replace the sway bar bushings as well. And to get the steering rack bolts, I have to take the sway bar, move it out of the way anyways. And then these lower control arm bolts, they've been saturated in this oil sludge. Ooh, a lot of fun putting this up right now. All right. I'm gonna start removing this tie rod as well. It's trashed. The seal is bad. I'm gonna use my tool, removal tool. I'm gonna pop this tie rod. I'm trying to find a bolt, you know. Gotta clean this up, and yeah. Had to do it for a little while. Couldn't find this bolt. As you can see, this bushing is completely out right here. It's not good. Okay, so I got this tie rod out. It's in pretty bad shape. And then take a look at the steering rack, how bad it is. This thing is trashed. All right, so I got the ball joint loosened up, and the whole control arm comes out right here. Ball joint was still fine, but the boot is gone. These bushings completely gone. I just gotta transfer this little piece to the new control arm. Come on. That one. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is clean this area up a little more before installing a new control arm. Okay, so I put the bolts back in. I'm gonna spray this area with cleaner. Put the bolts back in so no junk goes in there. Look at that, all this sludge that's from power steering leakage. Okay, putting the bolts back in. Put some copper paste in there. And then ball joint is attached as well. So I just went to loosen this line for the power steering, and it's actually loose. Like it wasn't tight at all. It was like finger tight. So that is lovely. Someone's been here before. All right, guys, the control arm is all reinstalled. Good to go. Same with ball joint. I just gotta grease up these boots with like silicone grease. That way they will be preserved. We're ready to take the steering rack out. I'm just removing this side. Tie rods, outer tie rod. And then there's that mount right there that I already loosened. It's a 19. Okay, I disconnected everything on the steering rack, both sides. Now I'm gonna try to fish this thing out. There it is. Oh man, that's gonna be time to clean all this. About to install these spray bar links on both sides. So here's my steering rack that I removed, and the problem that we have with it is there's a leakage, and also this bushing is bad right here. This bushing is bad. So I'm gonna see if someone can rebuild this for me, or I'll try to get a good used one, or maybe a brand new one. I don't know. And these inner tie rods are actually still in good condition, but I might replace them. We will see. All right, we'll see if anyone will help us with this steering rack. Yeah, this is my main priority right now, steering rack. Figured that out. All right, I ended up leaving the steering rack here in this place. These guys are really nice. They're cool. They have a lot of project cars and cars that they're fixing over there and selling as well. And they're gonna, they said that they ordered a brand new steering rack for me, so it should be here sometime today, but I'll pick it up tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll take care of that. Ooh, look at all this trash underneath the seat, and look at that broken buckle. Someone wasn't careful right there. Wow. All right, guys, now we're going to be installing the fuel pump. It's actually brand new Denso fuel pump, and this is the box for it. I'm going to show you that. All right, Denso fuel pump. Preventive maintenance is the key. I don't know when this pump was done, but I just want to have a brand new pump in there. So it's located under the cover. I already cleaned this area. It was really nasty. Still needs some cleaning to get done, but it's a lot better now. than it used to be. Yeah, and then I'm gonna start working on this thing. Battery is disconnected. There she is. Looks like it hasn't been touched in forever. Pins look good. Now carefully set this onto something so you don't stain your carpet, because this is sticky. Okay, now looks like Denso unit. What I want to do, I want to clean this tank really good right here, surrounding areas. Alright guys, so now we are ready to remove this fuel pump assembly. I didn't disconnect the fuel pump relay. I'm just gonna put a rag over it and disconnect this line, and then we're gonna remove these 8mm bolts. But yeah, I just want to make sure that all this area surrounding area is clean, so when you take the fuel pump assembly out, nothing gets inside the tank, no contamination. Here's the clip. Now we can pull this fuel line off. Oh, there wasn't much pressure in there. And now we're gonna put this in the glove so this line doesn't get contaminated. There's our pump. There it is. All right. We're gonna change this sock and the pump. There's the tank. Looks pretty good in there. Hi. Okay, now I'm just gonna put a clean rag over this, like that. Okay, taking the fuel pump out and the sock. Okay, looks like I'm replacing it, you know, for nothing. This one looks like made in Japan. That's okay. I have another brand new sock and brand new Denso original fuel pump I'm gonna be installing, and that way I'll have a peace of mind. I'll know that I have a good pump, good brand new pump on this thing. Let's check this boy out. Here's the sock, and here's the pump. And this one is, what is that name? I gotta unpack it. Here's a brand new one. And this one is Denso. Right there it says Denso. It's the one I'm gonna be installing. Okay, this is ready to go. I put that retainer in there as well. Installing this pump now. All right, the pump is in, strainer is in, connector, everything connected. Just gotta put this cover back on, clean it up, and reinstall it. Now just putting everything back together, torquing these bolts crisscross, and then reinstalling the line, and then reinstalling the connector, and that's all. Okay, so fuel line is reconnected, installing the connector, and that's it, wrapping it up. All right guys, got a brand new steering rack for this car. Brand new one. Was able to finally source it out here in Kuwait. So that is awesome. All right guys, so I finally sourced a brand new steering rack that I'll be installing on this Camry, and it looks like this. Comes with brand new outer tie or inner tie rods, and then this brand new bushing as well. That was a pain to source separately here in this country, and then also brand new boots. So I'm gonna go ahead, center this thing out, and then I'll install it on the car. Okay, ready to install this steering rack. I already prepped the area right there. I'm gonna slide it in. All right, so it was a bit of a pain. I'm not done yet, but I had to remove this canister. It was in the way, mainly because the lines, the power steering lines on the brand new steering rack, they're shaped a little different, so they were in the way. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. And I still have to put the mounting bolts on. This is what it looks like right here on this side. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun, but we'll get it done. Okay, so still not done, almost done. I got new outer tie rod here. Everything is reconnected on this side, steering rack, and then I just gotta do the sway bar link. But first, I need to take care of this side. I have to finish tightening everything here. Dirty guy. Okay, so we're gonna put the wheels, front wheels on. Probably gonna lower it all the way on the floor, but just not yet. I want to add fluid and start the car up, and also check the fuel pump for any leakage, because I replaced the fuel pump on it as well. Okay, I got the new steering wheel cover I want to install on it. I really like this one. As you can see, I cleaned the steering wheel already, but you know, it's all wear and tear. So I'm gonna make it nicer right now. Install the steering wheel cover. Fake Acura way. All right, Chinese people, what is this shit? Flipped over Acura logo. So I'm taking this console trim out. It's completely broken everywhere. I just peeled this tape. I need to get in there because I have to tighten this parking brake lever as well, and we'll see if I can find this trim. If not, I'll look for it in the future. I'll just clean it up and reinstall it for now, but mainly I'm just cleaning this area right here, and I want to tighten up this parking brake. Okay, so the console trim is out. I'm gonna clean this area as well as much as I can. And right in here you have a few bolts, 10mm nut actually, sorry, and the nut on the bottom. So I'm gonna loosen this top one and then adjust the parking brake with the bottom nut. Right now, as you can see, it's just, I feel like it just really has like too much slop. Yeah, so hopefully the cable is okay. Hopefully the cables are not stretched, but we'll try to adjust it a little more. No improvement just yet. Let's see. All right, so I adjusted that. So now let's go ahead and feels really good. Now I'm gonna put it in neutral, and then we're gonna see if I can push it. I mean, it doesn't go. And I have that little brick right there in front of the wheel. So now we're gonna put it, or release the parking brake. We're gonna try to push it again. You can see it moves a lot more right now. I wasn't able to do that before. See, that was like 3 clicks, 4 clicks. Okay, that's it. It stops right here. So I say success. That's done. I'm gonna clean this area up right now and reinstall the whole thing. So this area right here was super dirty. There was this mat right here that I was scrubbing for so long. It was just filthy. Looks so much better now. So it's gonna go right over here, like so. Or maybe the other way. Let's see. I think it may be going, yeah, like that. The other way. It looks really nice now. And I also have the ashtray. It's gonna go in. That's all cleaned up. Right there. It's just a matter of installing it back here. There we go. So cool. it turns out in the old school way. This one. And I don't have the tape measure, but I'm just kind of going off that mud flap and just holding it steady. There. So I already measured it with this tool, but we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it's not bad at all. I just gotta tighten those tie rods, and that's it. So I'm actually like really close with the alignment, not gonna lie. I'm kind of happy about that. It's pretty cool. I still have to do rear suspension work, stuff like that. It's pretty bad in the rear, a lot of clunking. But as far as the alignment, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm happy about that. There's a lot of clunking in the rear. So the steering wheel is just slightly to the left, but the car is just driving okay actually. It's pretty straight. Like, it's not bad at all. So that's pretty awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Car still needs some work, like I said, but I'm getting used to it, and it's pretty awesome. I'm gonna finish detailing it soon. Yeah. There's a lot of bumps here in the road. You gotta be careful, and because a lot of them are also camouflaged, like you can barely see them. There's another one right there. I don't know if this is brake fluid or what, but it's disgusting. I'm gonna suck it all out. I'm gonna take out the reservoir and clean it and reinstall it. This is disgusting, man. This doesn't even smell like brake fluid. It's so weird. What the heck? What is that? Oh my goodness. This is horrible, guys. I don't know what the heck these people put in these cars. That's insane. That definitely doesn't even smell like brake fluid, unless if it's maybe like really old. I'm not sure. It's just nuts. Unfortunately, I can't suck out all the fluid, so I put this cap back on. And what I'm gonna do is, I already removed the mounting screw. I'm gonna take it out and tilt it upside down right away, and maybe even put it in the bag. Alright, so I cleaned up this area around here, and I rinsed off anything underneath that got spilled from brake fluid. And here's that nasty, disgusting fluid. I don't even know what's in there, but it's horrible. I'm gonna take this reservoir home and I'm gonna clean it all out before installing it back. Decided to check the air filter, and this is disgusting. This is nuts, honestly. And then these boots are not the best looking, the intake tubes. But this one, this clamp wasn't even installed. Like, it was just loose in there. So this thing is like just sloppy like that. Horrible. I'm gonna take this whole thing out. Maybe I'll clean the throttle body if it needs that. Yeah, I got the new air filter on the way as well. This is what it looks like. It's pretty dirty. Auto body's dirty too. Gonna clean that out, but here's the air filter. I don't know when they changed it last, but that's a sad looking air filter. That's for sure. Alright, I got the throttle body cleaned up. So it's really nice. It's a mechanical throttle body. I love it. If you guys know what kind of fluid this is, let me know. Tomato juice maybe? I don't think that's brake fluid. I think that's some oil someone maybe put there because they didn't have anything else. I am not sure, but this is crazy. Alright guys, this is another day. I have a brand new air filter, Bosch, for this car, and also cabin filter we're going to be installing later because I'm sure it's also filthy. So first thing is we're going to do this one. Beautiful day today to work on the car. Actually not too hot, not too cold. So I already cleaned all this area up pretty good. And I'm going to install this filter. Nice and beautiful. Look at that. The old one was so bad. Take a look at this. There it is. Okay guys, so this is the reservoir that I cleaned up and it looks so much better now. It's not perfect because some of the areas are so hard to get to, but I still made sure. Ooh, but stupid bee, or stupid wasp I should say. But yeah, as you can see, it's in a lot better shape right now. So I'm gonna install it, put fresh brake fluid, and then later on we're gonna do the brake flush tonight probably. Now we're going to install this single screw on that side. Connect this connector. Like so. Now we can pour brake fluid in. So I have some genuine .3 Toyota brake fluid. I'm going to use that first. I don't even want to open that cabin filter area. Oh, I mean, maybe at some point it was replaced. Okay. Started cleaning this area a little, and then I just repositioned this engine computer because it was just dangling there. It wasn't even in its correct mounts. So right now I put it in there, but I have to find two nuts. so I can at least secure this thing properly. All right, so I got engine control module reinstalled. I put the nut there, and then I found the nut for the bottom. Just kind of gonna finish cleaning this area really well, and then the glove box is gonna be next before I install the cam filter. So I just tweaked the alignment a little bit, and the steering wheel is pretty straight. That's pretty insane. I just drove on the highway and it's pretty awesome. That's crazy. I am actually impressed. Look at this. That's crazy. Wow, awesome. Ooh, guys, it's raining. It's raining. It's awesome. It's about 70 degrees today during the day. It's awesome. I'm loving it. It's my favorite weather finally coming back. Everyone's like running away from the rain, and I'm the opposite. I'm loving it. Alright guys, I got the glove box cleaned up as much as I can. Yeah, I still have to clean it, maybe a little more. Maybe I'll put some conditioner on this plastic so it's not as faded anymore. But yeah, that's the guy. And then I got brand new cabin filter as well. I'm gonna install that. This is the one I'm gonna use. Charcoal activated cabin air filter. Okay, here's new filter going in. Cool, everything looks really nice and clean now. I'm gonna go ahead and install the glove box back on. Cool beans. There's Kuya Bambioshka, my amazing guest right there. Yeah, we're just chilling, you know. Yeah, tea time, you know, like Kuwaitis do. Yeah. Tea time.
With chicken breakfast?
Yeah, chicken breakfast right there.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Shuma.
Fresh tomatoes.
Fresh tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Made in Japan. Just kidding. All right, guys. I have my trusty helper Kuya right there. He's gonna be pumping my brakes, and we're gonna finish doing the brake flush right there. Because I took out the reservoir, cleaned it out, put fresh fluid in there. Now we're gonna do the rest of the wheels. Yeah, you ready, Kuya?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna do it. All right, we're gonna start with this side. We're gonna bleed it. I'm just gonna reach around right there. Take this cap off. And then it's 8mm. Okay, and then I'm gonna attach this hose. So pump up the pedal and then hold it.
Is it right?
Yeah, hold the brake pedal.
Yeah, holding.
All right.
Holding. Holding. Going down.
Then hold it there, all the way to the floor.
All the way to the floor.
All right.
Close it.
Pump it up.
Pump it up. Pumping.
All right, hold it.
Hold it. Holding.
Hold on.
Yeah. Going down.
All right.
Going down.
I'm gonna have to do this for a while because the fluid is dirty. It's pretty bad. I don't know what they put in there. Pump it up.
Pumping.
Press all the way, hold.
All the way holding.
Pump it. Release. Press all the way, hold. Alright, I'm adding brake fluid.
I should hold the phone this time.
Alright, hold it.
Holding. Hold away and holding.
Pump it.
Hold the way down now.
Alright.
Man, that's this.
Pump it.
Okay. Switch legs first. Wow.
Yeah, switch your legs.
Damn, this is not even pumping at all. Barely pumping.
Hold it.
Holding. Oh.
Alright guys, I just finished washing this car, and this is what it looks like. The interior is pretty much almost done as far as detailing, things like that. Yeah, looking really good. I can't really say much more, but compared to what it looked like before, I still need to do a little more detailing on the interior, but for the most part, it's pretty nice. It's raining, man. It's crazy. Who would have thought that the rain can happen in Kuwait? But it does. Or it did. And it does. I have to add a little bit of transmission fluid because my cooling lines are leaking, so I'm gonna add this. Dextron 3. Waiting for my amazing co-worker Kuya to come back from the little store. Sunset about to happen. Okay, let's see. This is, the speaker looks like it's not connected at all. I'm gonna try to reconnect it. It's now plugged in. We'll see if it works. All right, so radio's on, and look at that, speaker's working. So it's simply just not plugged in. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay guys, so what happens sometimes when I use the power door locks, this thing gets stuck. Like, you see how it's smooth now? But sometimes it will just get stuck in this position, and like I wouldn't be able, like the door lock, the automatic door locks, they would try, or the electrical door locks would try to, you know, close this thing, but it would just get stuck. You would see it move like that, but it would get stuck. Oh, like just now, look, it just got stuck. See that? It literally just got stuck again. So I'm gonna try to take this off. Maybe it just needs some lube, you know, in here in this area. It happens here. I'm gonna take this handle apart. It doesn't really happen to that side doors, mainly this side and this door. So I have to take it apart. Oh, it's kind of crazy. When I first bought this car, all the windows were working, and then all of a sudden rear windows were not working at all. Like they just stopped working from this main switch and from both switches in the back. So I started tearing apart, looking through the diagrams, checked the connectors here, the wires here, they're coming from this guy. Took this off, took the center pillar trim off, and checked the wires right here. Power's getting to it, but the issue is that what I noticed, I don't know how, maybe from me moving the windows all the way up one time, like this thing just got disconnected. I just noticed it right now. This is literally supplying power and ground to the motor, so it's really crazy. I don't know, I'm still working on this, but I had to tear this car apart to look for issues. As you can see, this is the Middle Eastern sand right here everywhere under the trims. I'm gonna clean this a little bit more. I don't know how this connector came off of the motor, but it's got to connect somewhere here. And the reason I know why is because when I use the test light, when I apply power to this, or when I turn the key on and then I press on the switch up and down, I'm getting power and ground right here to these two wires. So I know this is for the motor. The craziest part is I can't figure out where exactly it connects. I'm just gonna take this door panel off, and then it'll be easier to see. Okay, took this side out just to check things. Everything's good here. I'm just gonna spray lubricant. I'm gonna lower the window, spray lubricant on the regulator. Everything is good on this side, and then I took out the lock assembly so I can spray more lubricant. That's where this line or this linkage goes, so it doesn't get stuck. It's good now, but I want to spray more lubricant in there. And then this is the lock assembly I took out. I'm gonna lubricate it as well before installation. And yeah, slowly but surely we're gonna make this car great. Opened the cylinder and spray lubricant in there. It's soaking now. Okay, so I opened the window all the way down, and then right there, that's where I'm gonna spray lubricant on those tracks right there. We'll see if maybe I'll just take off the panel in the future. It's just right now just gonna be a quick spray. And I'm also gonna spray these tracks. Okay guys, I'm also replacing, I'm gonna get this bulb for the shifter illumination because this one is bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a new one. My shifter illumination does not work at all. This is what the bulb looks like. It's small and it's got this film, green film on it. So that film, I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna transfer the film onto the new bulb. I believe it's a 74 bulb. Okay, I've got new bulb installed. Let's test it out. Lights on, off, on. Nice. Now I just gotta install it back in the hole. So I'm done installing this hose. The other ones are still good. This was replaced at some point. This is just extra stuff, I guess, for holding this hose. Now this hose was rubbing right here against the frame, so I just added a piece of rubber right here to help it with that. Okay, and then I added a little bit of this as well because I feel like the radiator was sitting all the way down and then this plastic was just rubbing against the metal. Now there's clearance in there, so this rubber is going to be really helpful to protect anything from rubbing through and causing a leak or something. Now another problem that we're having is this washer tank. It's the pump is off of it, it's not there, and I saw it like hanging right over here, so I'm gonna need to bring it down, see what's up with it. So this thing is unfortunately junk. I just noticed the nipple was broken off. That's why they just disconnected it, I guess. That's how they fix cars here. And then this is the hose that will plug into the nipple of this washer pump. So basically we'll see. I might have to extend it, or we'll see if it will work, but that's where it would go, the connector right there, and then this washer hose. Simba, Simba. So much bigger, Simba. Ha ha ha. Yeah. All right. No. You've ever seen a pack of cigarettes leaking oil? So I just washed this car, and yesterday I was working on a few more things. One of the biggest things right now is it has a super tiny exhaust leak somewhere in the front, and it's getting into the cabin, so I have to drive with the windows down. And it's crazy. I tried all kinds of methods to go underneath and check for that exhaust leak, but I couldn't find it, so I might have to order the smoke machine. Or I also made an appointment at the shop, so they have like an air compressor. We could probably stick an air compressor into the pipe and cover it up, and then use soapy water to see where the bubbles are coming from. I think that's going to be one of the things that I'd like to try, because yeah, I could not find that exhaust leak, unfortunately. It's a really tiny leak somewhere, but it's getting into the cabin. So I just ended up fixing this dent pretty good. There's still a little bit of ding left, but I just went in there and pushed it out. Maybe because it's so hot today that the metal is so hot and it's easy to push out. But yeah, I was able to fix it up pretty much. This is let's show you the interior. Okay, still kind of a work in progress, but it's coming along really nice. Yep, still need to vacuum a little bit more, but center console, everything, this is the only problem. The trim piece right here, it's pretty disgusting bad. It's all broken up, so I'll have to try to find that. Yeah. Okay, I took off the facing to replace all these bulbs and stuff and remove the broken plastic. Okay, I ended up taking the whole assembly out. I'm gonna clean everything here and clean the climate control. It's right there right now. It's really filthy, has sand everywhere, and I gotta change these bulbs too. What the really? Okay, this is what it looks like now. I also sprayed contact cleaner and I'm gonna let it soak right now. Took out all the bulbs. The bulbs are right there, they're all trash. I need to get new ones. Okay, so this is pretty much ready to be reinstalled. I put grease in there as well. I just need to get new bulbs, 5 new bulbs for the illumination. All of them are out. Alright guys, this is the next day. I got brand new bulbs for this climate control, and I'm gonna start putting it all back together. Unfortunately, I had to epoxy some of this climate control trim because it broke. It's so brittle, the plastic. So I had to do this right there for right now. It's gonna be okay. And then this assembly right here is all nicely cleaned up, and I put fresh lube in there on the gears. Yeah, and let's go ahead and install these bulbs and see how they are, make sure they're all working properly. So these are the new bulbs, but as you can see, these side tabs, I have to like bend them down, otherwise they're loose in the socket. I already did 2 of them. Yeah. Okay, all new bulbs are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna test it out. Hopefully everything is good. Okay, so this one is not working, so I have to see what's going on with this one. Maybe I have to reverse the polarity. All right guys, just flip the polarity on these bulbs. Here they are, all working perfect. Now I can start installing everything back. Okay, so I got these brand new Fender turn signal lenses. These are broken. I'm gonna go ahead and swap them out, the brand new ones. There it is. I'm gonna swap it out. Just gotta be really patient with this. There we go. Snapped in. Perfect. Looks nice now. Okay, same thing with this one, replacing that with this brand new one. Put some lube on the seal as well. Uh-oh. That's not good. Tank is leaking somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna be installing a brand new washer pump on it. A little bit of a hose. This was the old pump. The funny thing is it's broken off right here, the nipple. They didn't bother replacing it, they just left it zip tied kind of like up there. And as you can see, this is where it goes to the bottom of the pump. And then the hose is right here. It's all chewed up and it's too short, so that's why I bought that silicone hose a little bit, so I can connect them both, the old hose in with the new one. Okay, so we got the new pump ready to go, and I put silicone paste on it. There's the connector, and then the pump is gonna go right in there. Maybe it goes like this. Huh. It's possible. I have to see how it goes, actually. I don't know. Never mind. So it goes this way. And then we're going to connect the connector. Let's see which way. So the connector is a little broken, so I don't think it will clip in. We'll see. Just gonna leave it as tight as possible, and then the last thing, we'll just have to refill it and then connect the hose to it, make sure everything is good. Okay guys, so this is my fix. Silicone hose. I'm just gonna add another zip tie somewhere to hold the hose 8 in one position, but it's all good to go. Now we just gotta refill it, make sure there's no leaks, and then activate the pump. Pretty warm outside, so there's no need to worry about this thing freezing. Nice. It's pretty awesome. I don't see leaking. Whatever you see dripping, that's from me over just spilling everything from up top, because I suck at putting fluids in, you know. But everything is good right here from this area. It's not leaking, or not leaking right here, so that's good. Good news. Okay, this is what everything looks like right here. The hose is all nice and good, out of the way. So that's it. I'm gonna install this fender liner back. We're gonna be good. See, moment of truth. Nope, it's not spraying yet. That's crazy. This new pump is like not working. It gets like really hot. I checked the power and ground, that's good. This pump is like trash. Can't make new parts at all. It's crazy. I gotta get an exchange or something. Okay, good. Yeah, this one's working. Okay guys, I have to go back to that store, or a bunch of those stores that I went to yesterday, because they sold me a washer pump that's brand new, but it's defective, it's not working. And then I have to go to Toyota dealership to see if they have any camshaft seals and exhaust gaskets. You guys have no idea, but there's a lot of shops here. These specifically right here for German cars, a lot of those. They have everything here. They have like so many shops, guys, with parts and anything. They have a lot of shops that, you know, will rebuild your alternators, starters. They have a lot of shops that will rebuild your AC compressors and lines and things like that. It's actually pretty amazing. Just tons and tons of shops in this part of town. It's insane. Tires, anything you want, literally. It's just pretty insane. Yeah, it's like really crazy, honestly. Yeah, that's how they do. People work hard here, at least some of them. Lots of repair shops and parts stores. A lot of Crown Victorias here too, which is cool. Lots of traffic. Okay, so I got the pump exchanged. They gave me a new one, and then I also tested it there and it's working, so that's good. All the guys working hard here, rebuilding all these machines and stuff like that. Cool. Wow, that's cool. Here, I finally got a good pump. Gonna install it. Tested it at the shop over there, and this one is good. So I'm gonna install this guy. Lube up the seal with silicone grease. far so good. Okay, keys on. Let's see if the pump finally works. Yeah, but it's not spraying. I gotta see why. But I hear the pump running, so that's a good sign. I think some of the parts of it is clogged right there. That's why it's not spraying. Okay, cool. So I just activated it from here and it's spraying. So the last thing I gotta do is just connect these together. I just gotta get a new fitting. This one's all brittle and bad. Let's see if it works now. So I think these are clogged because there's water in there. And I'm pretty sure when I spray it's gonna spray out, but I don't know, maybe this is just clogged. Nope, still not going. Gotta put water on the windshield. The one I run it dry. Let's try to spray now. Okay, there's water coming out of that one. Alright, so that means there's a problem with these nozzles. I'm pretty sure the same with this one right here. I gotta try to maybe blow compressed air through it. This one is not. There must be something else clogged then on this one. So here are the washer nozzles. I actually painted them. They look really nice now. And I'm gonna install them on the car. And I blew them out as well. We go. We'll test them out. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, look at that. Nice. They're working good. It's weird, there's like a lane and then the section of the lanes is like deleted and then the lane goes to the left, so you have to like drift to the left. It's so funny. Okay, so I'm driving right now and it's making like noise from the back, so it's like a lot of knocking noise from the back. So this is how bad the roads are here. So I'm driving on this road and I just have to like avoid all the potholes. There's so many, sometimes I just can't avoid any potholes because they're all over the place. And it's really, really bad, like especially on this section of the road. It is pretty bad. Going that way is another situation where it's really bad. road like this, is there a fun driving your car? I don't think so. You're just like there, and all you're doing is like, you're like a rally race car or something like that. You're just avoiding all these potholes. This car's been doing really good. I still have to do some more repairs to it. The biggest thing will be the timing belt kit and the water pump, and also the rear suspension. And then right now we already have 344,268,000 kilometers. I bought this car, it had like 342,900, something like that. But I put a lot of miles on it already in a week because of the, you know, I drive like long distances. So yeah, but this car is doing really good, temperature and everything, and I'm slowly, you know, bringing this car back to life because it was neglected. A lot of cars here in Kuwait get neglected, sadly. Not all of them, but the majority. And yeah, but this car, I'm gonna make it really good. So even when the next owner gets this car, they will have a good car. So this used to be like 2-lane road, but because of the sand on the left side that drifted to the right, like there's only like basically 1 lane left. All right, as you can see right here, there's a little more space. But yeah, it used to be a 2-lane road, now it's basically 1. Okay, so there's right here is the speed bump. I'm gonna listen. Couldn't quite hear, but maybe on the camera, I don't know. I could hear it, but there's like a bunch of knocking, clunking noise in the back. We gotta take care of that. So there's one bolt holding this caliper into the bracket, and it's doing this. Looks like these are the same. So I'm gonna install those. Here's the new one, that's the old one. Pretty bad. I'm gonna take it off, clean it, and install a new one. Okay, so I cleaned this area, added silicone grease there, and I'm gonna install this guy. Like that. Had to loosen this up because I had to do some prying here. Didn't want to break the brake line. Okay guys, I finally freed up the rotor, and here's the bearing. So it's starting to sound pretty bad. My parking brake is still working. There's a little bit of brake pad material still left, so we're fine there. But the funny thing is, there's also play in the wheel bearing. It was quite a bit of play, not like a lot, but there was some play in the wheel bearing, so I'm changing it. And now I'm discovering that it's got noise, so good thing I'm doing it. Here's the wheel bearing that I'll be installing. It's actually, this car is non-ABS, so that's why there's no sensor in the back. But this is a brand new part. Let's make sure, compare these studs. Yeah, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and pop this out. There's 4 bolts holding it in. Some of these bolts may seem like it's hard to get to, but you just have to kind of work with the brake shoes, and then you'll be able to get the socket on there. I'm using the extension to get this thing loosened. Look at that, this is about to come out. Okay, on this side, the sway bar link is bad, so I'll replace it. And I installed new bushing on this side, right there. And this side also has the same problem. Right here, this caliper. Seems like the shim, there's supposed to be maybe some kind of shim. And that's why it's being weird like this. Well guys, another day, another day of progress, I should say. That's about to happen. I'll show you some parts for this machine. You guys like my toolbox? Yeah, so we got brand new rear sway bar links. I'm gonna be installing. Went to the store and they are made in Japan, so they're not Chinese garbage. And then we got a hub bearing, also made in Japan. And I'm so happy that they had this one. And they had it in stock, and I'm gonna install it on this. And I didn't realize that these cars actually have different wheel bearings, you know, because I ordered the one that didn't work out like a couple nights ago. I ordered that one online, and that came from the US. And you guys know they have a lot of these cars in the US, but unfortunately it didn't work out. It was a little bit of a different type of wheel bearing, but I guess I learned something new, you know. And we're gonna use our famous jack stands right here. Okay, let's get to it. This wheel bearing is loose, has play, and then it also makes some noise, so we're changing all that here on the sandy, parking lot, guys. You know, there's no need to say, hey, there's no need to give anyone excuses that, oh, I don't have a garage or something like that. You can work anywhere, doesn't matter. Okay guys, so same deal. On this side I'm gonna replace these sway bar links, and then I'm gonna pull this caliper off again. Guys, the biggest thing here is watching your own tools so they don't disappear in the sand, because that can happen. You can lose a lot of tools that way without realizing. Luckily, this is Middle East, so there's no rust. Everything moves easily. Cool. Now, after tightening the sway bar link, I'm gonna use the silicone paste to put on the boots to preserve those boots from cracking and wearing. All right, caliper. So this bearing has a lot of garbage in there, and it's because the seal was installed right here, and that's not proper. It has to be installed, this has to be installed first, and then the seal, and then the bearing goes afterwards. This is where the bearing would be getting sealed from all the junk. So this is the new bearing, made in Japan. I'm gonna add more grease to that right there. I'm gonna use this grease, I'm gonna add some more right there. It's interesting design actually on these cars here. A little bit of grease right there. Go ahead and install this back. I'm gonna try to put these brand new brake pads in the rear, see if they will make any difference at all in this noise that this caliper is making. I honestly think this is gonna be good now. I just pressed the brakes multiple times and I'm not feeling any noise, you know? Well, maybe not. I'll have to see how it drives and stuff like that. And then if that doesn't do it, then I'll have to try to find some kind of shims or something like that. These brake pads are still okay, so I'm gonna save them, but I installed these brand new Japanese ones. Okay, so new sway bar link, and then I'm cleaning this caliper. Gotta lube it up as well. I'm gonna change the pads. Ooh, baby, almost 345,000 miles now, or kilometers. Okay guys, so this is the third brake light assembly, and unfortunately this one was in a lot worse shape. I took it off from this car because it wasn't working, but I already replaced the bulb. There's a brand new bulb inside. Now the problem that I had is this thing got so like melted off that this triangle piece is just was missing. So what I ended up doing, just cut the triangle and just kind of assemble it like this. It's not the best way of doing it, but it's gonna work just fine for right now. And I want to make sure that my bulb works for the third brake light. So let's go ahead and install this back on the car now, and we're gonna test it out. So the brake clamp, third brake light assembly is right there. I'm gonna activate the brake pedal. Nice. Look at that. She works really good. She works really good right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and install it. This car is really cool. It's like old school because you don't need to have the ignition on to activate the brake light. All right, third brake light assembly is reinstalled. It was actually really easy, and I'll show you later, guys, how this thing works. Okay. Okay guys, I'm about to drain this oil. I've driven about 2,500 kilometers, and the oil, about 1,000 kilometers earlier, the oil was still pretty clean, but now it's like, I don't like the way it looks now. It's a lot darker and stuff like that, so May not seem like that in the camera, but I want to go ahead and change it. So I'm under the car now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just lift up this car a little bit by the subframe. That way I can, you know, the drain plug is all the way there, and that way I can drain as much out as possible. Cut that piece out. I'm gonna drain it into this guy. Just gonna go in there, and then yeah, everything else is ready to go. Oil appears to be pretty dirty, and I don't even know what type of oil it had, so it's a good thing we're going to be changing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it draining like this overnight. I jacked it up a little more. The oil filter, I basically drained the oil filter, and tomorrow I'm gonna start replacing everything. But overnight, I'm just gonna let it drain. All right, guys. So I got the oil has been draining for a while overnight. It's pretty empty right now, and I'm gonna replace the oil filter, and we're gonna go ahead and go from there. Some work I gotta do to this machine. Also got a haircut. I'm super bald right now. So, but it feels really good. It feels refreshing, so I like that. All right, guys, so as you guys know, I replaced the rear wheel bearing on the left side, but there's still some noise coming from this wheel. So what I found out is these control arms, they're bad, the linkages. So I got these two. They're brand new, made in Japan. So I'm gonna replace both sides because the one on this side is really bad, actually. That's what's causing this noise right here. A lot of it, most of it is caused by that. Alright, guys, so I got some brand new fresh oil, original Toyota, and also the filter. Got a few more liters if needed. This is the oil that drained out. Pretty nasty, even though on the dipstick, I mean, it was kind of looking already pretty dark. So I'm glad I changed this thing. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna lower this exhaust. I already unbolted it, and the funny thing is, you know, with this being the Middle East, I still had to use some WD-40 on some of the bolts. I got those ones out, those two nuts. And this is a V6 engine, so it's a bit of a pain, but oops, there it is. Here we are. Now I can go ahead and take care of the gaskets. Maybe lower it some more. We'll see. Okay guys, so I'm gonna replace this gasket, and the one right there behind the catalytic converter. This one, it's been leaking. You can even tell. And looks like it got pinched or something here, I don't know. But it was leaking. So when you're driving or when you're at standstill, if you have the windows down, you will feel or you will smell exhaust fumes. It's really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead, change these, clean everything up. Same with that side. Okay guys, so I got the EGR valve and EGR pipe gaskets. There's like 3. I don't know if I'm going to be replacing all of them or not. This is the gasket that goes behind the catalytic converter, and then these 2 go up front right here. 1 and 2. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleaning here. I have a sandpaper and also the brush, like a steel wool or brass brush. Anything will work. Also going to change the gaskets on this pipe. So I pretty much prepared everything, cleaned all this area, and this is the last EGR gasket I'm going to install right there on that pipe. That one goes to the EGR valve, and then this one, that's where the other pipe goes, and right here, that's where the other end goes. It's got a new gasket already on it. Okay, I'm ready to reinstall this exhaust. I added some of this RTV on here, so that will help me hold these exhaust gaskets in place without them falling. Okay guys, so I didn't finish the control arms in the rear because I ran into a problem. Apparently you have to like drop the subframe, and right now I basically need like another jack to help me out with that. And today we are changing spark plugs. I got genuine Toyota spark plugs, 6 of them. Front ones are really easy to get to, the rear ones are going to be a pain, but we will get them done. Alright guys, second spark plug going in. Put some of this copper paste on it to prevent any seizure, because the old spark plugs, they didn't have anything on it, so the threads were just rusty and rough. This one is a pain all the way in the back. I hate mechanics that don't put the anti-seize on the threads. Now I gotta use this damn ratchet all the way until the spark plug is out, completely loose, because it just won't turn by hand because of the rusty threads. How about that? Just some grease on the threads. So far so good guys, I don't smell anything. The windows are down. It's pretty awesome. I'm so happy. Fixed all those exhaust leaks. I've got this brand new hose. This one looks really tired, so I need to change it. It goes right here, and I gotta be really careful. We'll try to change that. So here's the hose. I had to cut this end slowly. I didn't want to break the nipple right here, the plastic nipple, so that's all good. And then this end is super horrible. So now I'm gonna change it to this new one, cut it to length. New hose ready to go. Yeah, look at this amazing weather. This is my favorite weather, guys. This is awesome. Yup, beautiful. Cloudy, just the way I like. This is amazing. It's about, I think, 68 degrees now. No, not 68. Let's just keep it at 69 degrees. Hell yeah. I have the car disassembled partially, so don't pay attention, but this is going to be a cold start. Let's see. Starts normal, cold start. Complete cold start. Okay. Revs up and everything. I'm going to shut it off. See if it starts again. Yep, it does. As you can see. Look at that, it's raining here in Kuwait. Isn't that awesome? I'm doing some troubleshooting on this car, so it's slightly taken apart, things like that. But I mean, the car runs pretty good. I mean, runs pretty good. Yeah, the only issue is like when it gets hot, you shut it off, you try to start it, it will start and then die. And then sometimes it will have like a long crank, and will not start. Eventually will start. So yeah, there's an issue somewhere. Mass airflow sensor is over reporting. Look, I'm driving at 80 kilometers an hour right now, and my fuel trims are okay. They fluctuate on both banks between -3, -4% to +4%, so that is fine. But this, like, I checked the coolant temp sensor, it's showing the correct readings, like 75 degrees Celsius, but this mass airflow sensor is the one that's questionable. I don't know, as of right now at least. Like, it shouldn't be this high. It's a V6, it's a 3.0, it shouldn't be this high. We'll see what it's reading at idle, but we'll see. Clean out and lubricate this ignition lock assembly as well, and checking the buzzer. It's still not working, but this one is not broken, so this dimmer or the buzzer switch right here, so that's interesting. But anyways, for this ignition lock, I'm gonna clean it up and then lubricate it in automatic trans fluid, and then I'm gonna put some silicone paste on the end here, so everything's gonna be nice and good. Lube this thing up, put auto trans oil inside, ready to install it. Okay guys, let's see if it starts. I just drove it, and then it's fully warmed up, and I had it sitting for about 5 minutes, so let's see if it will start. You see that? It just shut off. Let's see if it starts again. All right, and it died. So now I'm gonna disconnect the idle control valve, see if it starts. It is located right here. Disconnect the connector. Let's see if it starts. Look at that. It's running. Crazy, isn't it? Just from disconnecting this connector. Connect it back. You see that? Definitely like an issue with that. The idle control valve, so one of these days I'm gonna have to pull it and clean everything get better cleaning is I sprayed I cleaned the throttle body before, but I didn't clean the out of control valve, so I gotta get to that. Okay guys, so when I got this car, this seat belt buckle was basically like this, and luckily somehow I found these two pieces in the car, but I had to basically glue this one. It was cracked. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna connect this all like this so I can make it nice and complete. So I'm gonna put both of them in here. I'm gonna wait for this to dry right now.
What are you taking a picture of?
That car. It's a nice car, I love it. Kitty. Okay, there it is. Picked up the car after the paint shop. I'll show you later a little more closer all the looks, but I gotta go to the inspection right now. Well, that was a complete fail. The inspection place itself is open, but the guy came and said the police aren't there, so I gotta come back in a few days. Like today is Saturday, so I gotta come back on Monday. It's like so stupid. So this is what the car looks like after paint. They did not wet sand it and polish it, but this is what the paint looks like. They did rear quarter panels, left and right, roof and hood, as well as trunk lid. They also put clear coat on this one, looks like, this headlight. So now it looks like I have one smoked headlight and one regular one. What else? Yeah, so the roof, the doors were not touched, quarter panels were done. Trunk lid, quarter panels. Ah, boy. Yeah. So now, again, in a few days I gotta go and pass this stupid inspection. Okay guys, so it's a late night, but this is the time that I can work on this car at the moment these days. So what I'm gonna do is, I have these brand new boots actually I've been meaning to install as well, because these ones are so bad. They're all original and cracked up, so I'm going to be replacing those. And I replaced the air filter like maybe 3,000 kilometers ago, but I'm going to take it out, just clean it up and make sure there's, you know, it's dust free. And then we're going to go ahead and get to that idle control valve and clean that out. It's going to be the biggest task. So these mounts for the airbox were already broken off when I got the car, so I put these zip ties on to secure it in place, because this lid wouldn't close properly, so I had to do that. Undo these clamps. Okay, the air filter is still in great shape. Throttle body is still pretty clean. We're gonna worry about this idle control valve, and also I'm gonna be replacing these boots. They're super hard, brittle. I have new ones. All right, these ones are nice and soft, brand new ones. That's what they look like. Gotta tell you, these are a pain to take out. They're so brittle. They've been there forever, so you have to be really patient. I'm trying to break. Took out the idle control valve, electrical part, and just kind of freeing this up. It was a little bit sticky, this idle control valve, and I sprayed fluid in there, like carburetor cleaner. Wow, Koya, you're really that good. I can tell you fixed so many cockpit panels with this tape.
Yep.
Nice.
Sir.
8 o'clock in the morning, sitting here again to get it re-inspected for this bullshit. At a stupid inspection station. Thank you, Toyota engineers. I gotta drop the subframe right now. This bolt won't come out, and the other one as well is hitting the fuel tank. So now I gotta drop the whole subframe. All right, ready to drop the subframe. Everything got disconnected. The exhaust is lowered too. We're gonna go ahead and slowly lower this thing. The subframe is basically lowered, so now I just need to take out these bolts that I couldn't take out earlier. All right, everything is done. Both of those control arms are installed. I just have to tighten it once the car is all the way on the ground. And we'll be done. Kuya, your governor didn't work. That one strip that you ended up putting on my sunshade, it's big governor. Okay, tightening all the bushings while the car is on the ground right now. That side is already tightened up. Just this one left. Okay guys, I'm going to be installing this center console piece. I already cleaned it up and transferred some things over to this one. It's in a lot better shape. Thank you to my friend and my subscriber Ali for providing me with these parts, and I'm going to go ahead and install it now. I'm going to go ahead and install this now. Just gotta be really careful. Right there. It's got the clips, so don't want to crack anything here. Okay, there it is. The panel is installed. I had to take my time and do this carefully, but it looks So much better now. I'm gonna clean it up some more, make it nicer, and it's gonna be great. Cup holders. Okay guys, so today I'm gonna be installing this good used HVAC actuator. I already cleaned it up. It was really dusty, but this is functional and it's broken on this car, so I'm gonna replace it. Big thanks to my friend Ali, who actually gave me this part, and he gave me a couple other parts. So Ali, thanks so much for all that, and I'm gonna go ahead and install this right now. And this is where it goes, right over there. As you can see, I already removed the old one. I'll show you what's wrong with the old one, but the old one actually had an issue with the motor, little motor. So yeah. Put a little bit of grease on those slots, not slots, but those pins. I'm going to install that right now. So those pins, they have to go into the slots. All right, finally got this installed, and I'm going to test it out shortly. All right, the blower's on, and I'm gonna move the positions right now and show you. Okay. Next position and last one. Perfect. Amazing. So happy about this now. Okay guys, so I disconnected the battery. The hood is slightly open. What I want to do is I have these brand new interior door handles, and I want to install those. Okay, they're basically almost the same color. The reason being is one of them is like mismatched, like that rear one. It's not the same color, and I just want to change them. So I'm going to take this door panel off first. I'm going to swap it out, install this guy. I got everything disconnected here. I'm ready to pull the door panel. Hopefully no clips are going to be broken holding this door panel in. Okay, got this thing out, disconnected the cables. I'm going to take this door handle out. Most of the clips are actually intact. That's good. I have a few extra ones if anything. I'm gonna also spray whatever is, just want to spray the lock assembly there. Left rear door, got the door panel out, and about to install new door handle. Okay, this is all back together. I'm gonna peel this thing. Like that. Now the only issue is that these covers are, these covers are a little bit different color. These new door handles fortunately didn't come with new ones, so I'll just have to reuse these ones for now. So I'm just gonna carefully install that. Okay, I want to take this visor out and clean it. It's pretty dirty, so I'm gonna take this out, clean it. Same with that one. It's pretty dirty. I want to take them out, clean it. I cleaned this vent assembly really nice. After installation, I'm gonna put like a plastic conditioner on it, but it looks pretty good now. It used to be really filthy. Okay, so I've got this installed now, and now this cleaned up vent assembly as well. Gonna install that. Okay, now I got these cleaned up visors I'll be installing. They were super filthy, so I'm gonna install these right now after cleaning them. Nice and clean now. So this is what this taillight looks like. It's pretty discolored. This one is in a lot better shape, and I'm going to change this taillight. Just wanted to say a big thank you to my friend and subscriber Ali, who got me this really nice taillight that I will be installing right here. Oh, it's so much more beautiful. It's awesome. There it is. All right, guys, I just finished washing this car. Yeah, and it's always nice and fresh when it's clean. And after the car wash. So yeah, it's funny because when I first was buying this car, I thought that this color was not original, but it's actually original. So yeah, I was really surprised. But yeah, it looks really good now after the wash. It was super filthy. Okay, so the car has 353,000, almost 354,000 kilometers. I'm about to do the oil change. So I'm going to be installing these control arms today. They're made in Japan, they're adjustable, and I'll show you why, because the old ones are so bad. I think they're original, never been changed on this car. So I'm gonna do that. I changed the forward ones already, but these ones are so bad. So this is how bad these are. So much movement. All right, so here's the old one, and I'm pretty sure it's original. Pretty sure it's original. Based off, you know, this green paint. And yeah, but this is how bad these are. There's like a lot of looseness in these bushings. This one making a noise. These ones are all nice and tight. I'm about to remove the other side. Replace these. Now the biggest thing is going to be to actually match these up right here, you know, because they're adjustable. So I have a tape measure. I'm gonna measure this and adjust this exactly how the old one is. Put grease inside of it as well for preservation. Okay, that's basically the adjustment I'm gonna use, and just install it as is. They're both the same length now. So the final thing that I want to do, everything is tightened up. I'm gonna put silicone paste on these rubber boots. There's those rubber boots all the way around, and all of them to preserve them. All right, guys, everything is done. Everything is good to go. Everything's tightened up, looking awesome. Yeah, hopefully I got this alignment very, very close, if not right. Okay, now I'm just gonna do the tire rotation on this car. Do it pretty much almost every oil change. Always hearing a noise in the back, like clunking noise, clicking, clunking like this. I need to figure out a solution to this. Maybe I need some brake pedal, like brake pad shims or something. Yeah. Alright guys, so I finished everything. Now I'm gonna buy oil, and also the oil filter. I don't have that yet. Alright, got this 20W50 oil. Be putting that in there, and I got the filter. Okay, so we're gonna install this right now. Brand new brake pedal pad. This one is just worn out and I want to refresh it and install this one. Okay guys, so I had to adjust the alignment a little bit. I'm done with it. I didn't film that, but I drove this car about 4,000 kilometers already. Yeah, I drive this thing a lot, you know. It's basically my crazy beater that I take care of, actually, like an old school car. I will do whatever it needs to get done. So I'm just getting ready to do the tire rotation. And what else? I'm gonna check some bushings. I'm gonna spray some preservation spray on the rubber bushings, which I'll show you, and hopefully that will help me with preservation of all the rubber components, especially when the summertime comes. You can use silicone spray, you can use a lot of different stuff that's good for the rubber. All right, the car is running. I'm warming it up right now. I'm about to drain this transmission oil from this car. I'm gonna do a drain and refill. I'm just gonna do a basic drain and refill on this car. I got a fresh fluid for it from Toyota, so I'm gonna be using that. Now I'm just gonna let it drain for a while. Cheers. Yeah, I know I could have gotten that hole punched too. That's okay. I ran it through the gears and I just had a little more fluid. Now I have to wait for that fluid to drain all the way down so I can properly check the level. And then I'm gonna drive it around and then recheck the level later on just to make sure that it's at the hot mark when it's supposed to be. At the cold mark.